You may not have been able to tell, but I've recently replaced my camera. I know I haven't announced it, but maybe you could tell by video quality, but that's not what this video is about. No, I'm John Bear, and today we're going to be talking about the third episode of The Bad Batch. The episode being called Replacements. And this episode is all about replacements. The Empire is replacing the Bad Batch. There's a part that needs replacing on the Bad Batch's ship, and a little bit about Omega replacing Crosshair on the team, in the group. That's what this episode is about, replacements, and they all do it simple way. The easiest one is a part needs replacing on a ship. Routine, mundane, but they're on a crash. They've crash landed. Thankfully, they have a spare part, but it's taken by some of the native wildlife, which Tech just keeps on forgetting to mention important stuff. I hope part of his character development is realizing that not everyone is as knowledgeable of the places they are as he is. And so they replace it, but then the creature takes it, and Omega and Hunter go to retrieve it. But Hunter gets knocked out, and Omega finishes the mission, realizes that the creature was just hungry, and solves the issue and gets the part back, Hunter and the part back. Simple enough. Actually, Hunter does wake up, so he is able to walk his own way back. But yeah. And that goes us into Omega replacing Crosshair. She's not really replacing him in terms of role on the team. But she's physically replaced him, but she's getting her own spot, which is actually was gun turret. And for people wondering about, shouldn't there have been 5 bunks because there's 5 members, and there's 5 chairs, or 3 in the command center, 2 in back? I'm going to just say this. First of all, it's always a wise idea to maybe have an extra seat on a ship. And plus, one member of the Bad Batch was always going to be piloting anyhow, so only 4 could be sleeping at any given time. But let's remember, Omega is not a soldier. She's a kid still. She needs her own space to call her own. And Rekko fixes up the gun turret to be her own space. And it was probably only designed for 4 bunks anyhow. And when Echo joined, it was probably simply enough that he just one of them, he just shared the bunk with somebody who, when he was piloting, that person was sleeping. When that person was sleeping, he was piloting. That's probably what they did, but Omega can't, they want Omega to have her own space for it. Which I think is kind of, she's not replacing Crosshair, she's a new member of the team. Crosshair is just missing, is basically what it comes down to. He's absent, but he's not being replaced. That's what they do. But the Empire is attempting to replace the Bad Batch with new conscripted elite soldiers. And Crosshair, of course, is leading them, and one of them takes immediate objection to being led by a clone. So we're also seeing change in mentality from the Empire, and that new group is sent on that mission to eliminate Saw Gerrera's insurgents, partisans, maybe at this point, on Onderon. Saw is not there, but the new Crosshair and this new elite group of soldiers, they eliminate the insurgents, basically, and they kill the civilians that were there as well. But that the one recruit that objected to Crosshair's leadership, he did not want to execute the civilians. So Crosshair executed him and then ordered the other 3 members of the squad to kill the civilians, and they do. This is the Empire being born. And the Empire is perfectly fine with replacing a cog in the machine if it doesn't work. The Bad Batch aren't working out, we replace them. This one member is not following orders, we eliminate him, and we're going to see a replacement, I'm sure, of him in the future. Everyone's a cog machine, replaceable. That's what the Empire is. The only person who isn't replaceable is the Emperor, as we will probably see later on. But the Empire, everything's a simple cog in the machine and can be replaced. The Bad Batch are not replacing Crosshair with Omega. Omega's a new member of the team. Crosshair just isn't there. He's not being replaced. He's just gone. He might be able to be saved, he might not. And speaking of saving Crosshair, Tech is actually working on a scanner to make sure that their chips are not going to cause a problem. Because they still have them, and obviously it worked a little bit if Crosshair was able to be enhanced. So Crosshair, Tech, probably figured I should probably make sure everything's alright and nothing goes terribly wrong. With our own chips. But Rekko is experiencing pain in his head. So he's hitting his head right about where the chip is. So, and that was after they crash landed. So the crash landing might have jostled the chip a little bit and started influencing Rekko a little bit. But not enough to change his behavior, just to give him a mild headache, for example. So, it's potential that, I think they're setting up that Rekko's going to get another, head injury, and that's going to cause the chip to activate. And who knows how that's going to affect him. But by that point, Tech will hopefully have gotten his scanner fixed, and they'll be able to solve their dilemma with the chips. And that will open up the opportunity for them to rescue Crosshair. That's, I think, what they're going to build up to Crosshair. No, they're laying the groundwork. He's not being replaced. No. He's just basically MIA. He's going to get back eventually. That's, I think, what they're trying to say about the team dynamic for the Bad Batch. And then we also learned that Hunter feels that he failed Crosshair because he left Crosshair behind. And that's also setting up that they're eventually going to try to rescue Crosshair. But first they're going to have to solve the chips, and I think they're setting that up with Tech Scanner and Rekko's head pain. That's, I think, what they're trying to do in this episode. And also the contrast between a simple replacement of a part and then the Empire treating all its soldiers as simple cogs in the machine. And the Bad Batch are not seeing Omega as a replacement for Crosshair. No, they're seeing Omega as a new member of the team. They just need to get Crosshair back so they can be whole with this new member. That's what's going on. And that's why Rekko created the space for Omega. So she has her own space in the Bad Batch that's not replacing any of the existing members. That is pretty much where I'm going to end this review of Star Wars The Bad Batch replacements. It's to show that how the Empire simply treats the soldiers as cogs machines, things that can be replaced as simple as a power conduit or a motivator. But the Bad Batch, they're not replacing Crosshair. No, they want to rescue him. The setup is there, and they're welcoming Omega as a new member of their team, who's adding to them, not replacing. That is the message of this episode. But let me know in the comment section down below. Do you agree with my assessment? And what did you think of this episode? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my latest video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to upvote and consider following the channel to stay up to date on my latest videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please consider subscribing at whichever tier you choose, where each tier does have its own unique benefits. Also, feel free to check me out on social media. Links are below. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you always.